Welcome back to another fishing adventure. Today I'm going to do something on this YouTube channel that I've never done, and that is I'm going to take you along on a scouting mission. I'm out here this morning. I'm going to scout some new fishing spots that I've never been to before, and I'm going to be scouting on the big, scary, dangerous Missouri River. I don't fish the Missouri River very much because the access is really difficult and the current is heavy, and I'm going to explain it all when I get to some of the spots. I'll talk about it more. But all these spots are places that I've had pinned on my Google Earth maps for years, and I've just never come all the way out here to explore them because they're just so inaccessible. They're really far away. The first spot that I'm heading to here is about 2.5 miles from this spot. I rode about a mile in to get to here. So it's about 3 miles from the parking lot. So that'd be a long walk, you know, that'd be an hour walk or so. I just never wanted to take a full, day to walk all the way out here and check this spot. So this thing right here is what's going to help me do a lot of exploring today. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, I finally got on the e-bike train and got one of these e-bikes that's going to help me, going to extend my range as far as fishing goes. And I've had this for a couple of weeks now, been riding it a lot. I think my son's been riding it a lot too. We've got about 20 miles on it, and I love this thing. This thing is awesome, and it's going to be so helpful in finding new fishing spots. The brand is called Hauchi, that's how you pronounce it. And for full transparency, they gave me this bike. They haven't paid me anything else or tried to influence my opinion in any way, but they did give me this bike under the condition that I would show it in my fishing videos, and that's absolutely not a problem because that's exactly what I'm going to use it for. And the reason I picked this one out of the types of bikes that they have is just, it seems like it's the most rugged off-roady type bike. It's designated as one of their cargo bikes. It comes with this rack. I added this extra basket on here. I bought that myself and added that on there, but it comes with a rack, and you can put saddle bags or attach other things. There's a bunch of attachments. It also comes with bracket already on the front here, so you could attach a basket or some other kind of cargo carrier in the front. And it's got these big knobby 4-inch wide off-road tires, which are perfect for this kind of scenario here today. Shocks in the front just to make it a little bit more comfy of a ride. Just a real simple interface on the screen here, just your speed, and I don't know, it's got temperature, I guess. There's the battery. Yeah, there's the total odometer. Yeah, got about 20 miles on it. And it's a 7-speed shifter with the Shimano gear baler shifter. Of course, here's the control for the electric assist. There's 5 different levels. This thing has a lot of power. It startled me the first time I rode it, but I've gotten used to it, gotten it figured out now. But this is not a cheap bike. These are high quality bikes. You can look at the link in the description, check out the price tag if you want. Check out if you're interested in something like this. There's a link in the description. And it's got dual batteries, one here and one here, so it's rated for like 60 miles or something like that. So I can ride this thing all day and not worry about running out of juice. So let's get going. I've got some landscaping tools along with me if I need to do any bushwhacking. Hopefully not, but yeah. Onward and upward. Let's go find some big fish fishing spots. Like I said, the place I'm going first, it's about 3 miles from here. Moving along about 9 miles an hour. Normally I walk about 3, so yeah, this is going to really shorten up the travel time going to these spots. There's some turkeys out there in that cornfield strutting around, out for a morning parade. Looks like 3 males and a couple of hens. Nice day for marching around with your feathers all ruffled up, I guess. Into some tall stuff here. Well, that's where I gotta go. Tall stuff. It's about chest high. I'm gonna have a bunch of grass seed in my pockets, that's for sure. This is a little bushier than I expected. I didn't know if the bushiness was going to continue this long. Yeah, this was not on the satellite images. Couldn't tell this from the satellite images how thick this stuff was. It really is amazing how deceptive satellite images can be. This looks like something. Kind of looks like something, but I don't think it's anything. I thought it looked like a cut through the bushes for a second. This is a lot of what I've run. I've come out in this area hiking a few times, and this is a lot of what I run into. You can go for a long ways, but then you just run into an impenetrable wall of bush, and then you're done. That is very, very thick. I think I'm just gonna walk back there. One thing I would change about this bike is the kickstand. It's got one of these center kickstands like a lot of motorcycles do, and works great on flat surfaces, but not so good on uneven surfaces. I had to find kind of a flat spot to put it on, but yeah, that's the only thing I would change so far, I think. And let's venture back here and see. I'm not interested in getting too off in the weeds today. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of trees in here, so this would be no good for riding bike back here anyway. A bunch of downed trees. Now that I'm back in here, it's a little cleared out. I think this is just a deer trail. I have no problem clearing a little bit of brush to get through, but this is like 50 yards of this. And I don't think I'm gonna spend the time required to do that, to be able to get this bike through, move logs out of the way and stuff. If I'm gonna fish here, it's gonna be park the bike and walk, just like I'm doing right now. There is the river. Found it. And as expected on this outside bend, I'll show you here, steep boulders straight down. I'm sure the grade, you can't pick it up on the camera. It's pretty much straight down, about 20 feet down to the water. And I should have brought my other camera, but I can see way up there, about a half a mile or so, the first wing dam that I wanted to get at. It's all steep all the way up to that first wing dam, and upstream farther than that, there's probably 6 or 8 wing dams, which would be good places to fish. But gosh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there. And of course, down this way is the rest of the outside bend. It's just all steep all the way down. They channelize this river, so it's just all channelized. The current is just ripping through here like 7 miles an hour. Even if I could get access down to the bank here, it's just not fishable because the current is just so swift. Well, I think my idea of following the edge of the river up to those wing dams is That's not gonna happen. It's just all thick. This is just wild, wild, wild area here. Even the deer don't come through here. So, all right, plan B. Yeah, I have probably about half a dozen different spots that I'm gonna be checking out today, and this was actually the one that I did think was the least likely to end up being a fishing spot, and it's the farthest away one. So I just wanted to get this far one out of the way. My suspicions were confirmed. It's too much of bushwhacking for me, for this guy. It would be a huge undertaking to blaze some kind of a path, another half mile through this kind of stuff. Maybe next spring, before the bushes come in, I'll come out here and take another look. Maybe it could just be an early spring only spot. All right, learning lots of stuff today. Learning lots of stuff. On to the next spot. Got some sand here. Yeah, that bike handles it no problem. Pretty sure this is just an old field access road. That's why it's not really cleared, but the trees are clear. There's a tree down here across the trail. I'm gonna have to lift the bike over. It's a good thing that this trail is very overgrown, because I was a little concerned that I'd come here and there'd be some well-beaten path, and lots of people have been coming out here and trashing the place, but looks pretty good so far. Holy cow, that's a huge hole right there. Oh, there's a bunch of deer freaking out, blowing at me. I can hear them off in the woods, blowing. Yeah, I hear you. And you hear me, I'm sure. Hear that? Oh, we got a log in the trail here. I almost brought a saw along with me. I had it packed, and then I decided not to bring it because I thought, if I'm getting into this stuff that's bad enough where I need a saw, then I probably shouldn't be in there. I just have this bike on this lowest setting, #1, because I don't need any speed here. I just need power to pull me through some of this stuff. There's an overhanging branch here I got a duck for. Oh, there's like a shelter out here or something. Tent. Are we living out here? Hello? Anybody out here? I don't think anybody's here. I don't think somebody's living out here. I don't know what this is. Huh. They've got this is interesting. Let's go ahead and get up and walk around a little bit here. Yeah, I don't think somebody's living out here. I think this is just somebody out here playing bushcraft. This is kind of cool. I don't know what this thing is. It's got a bunch of pieces of wood tied together. I don't know what that's for. They got a little fire pit with some spit sticks, a bunch of firewood. Yeah, it's just like a teepee with a tarp. I mean, it looks new. It doesn't look like it's been out here all winter. It looks like it's been put up this spring. There's something in there back in the corner. It's in a black plastic bag. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to mess with it. Huh. Well, that is a little surprising. I wasn't expecting to find some bushcraft thing back here. Huh. Interesting. I wonder where the game camera is. I wonder if I'm on camera right now. I don't see one anywhere. It appears this is the end of the line. I don't know. I've gone back here behind this little camp and the trail doesn't go any farther. The river can't be far. Guess I need to backtrack. Yeah, this has got to be just somebody out here playing bushcraft. It's nice that this is a nice clean campsite. There's no trash anywhere. Just the wood pieces that they were using for their stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna backtrack, I guess, and the river's off this way somewhere. Have I ever gotten lost in the woods, you ask? I have, actually, in the winter time. Not like crazy lost, like spend the night lost or anything like that, but just, I don't know, I was walking in deep snow and found some tracks and thought I'd follow the tracks to see where they went. Followed them for like an hour, only to find out that they were my own tracks that I had made previously. This is a little more backwoods than I bargained for here. Probably shouldn't be taking the bike through this. Yeah, I think I gotta go back. This is not, I don't think the bike should go down through this. It looks like it gets worse down here. Gotta push it back. This thing, it does weigh about 75 pounds, so it's not super easy to just pick it up and turn it around. Yeah, see, this is with that kickstand. I can't stand it in this sandy soil. It just digs in. Put a little piece of bark under the kickstand leg there. That'll keep it from sinking in the sand. Okay. Yeah, this stuff's just a little too rugged and rough here for the bike. I don't think there'd be any place to park it here. This is all sand. All right. Yes. Well, this is what I came here for. Wing dam. Provides a current break and creates a little whirlpool here off the main current. This particular wing dam, it looks like when the water gets up, it flows over top of the wing dam right here. Usually off the tip of the wing dam, there's usually a scour hole out there, right between the low current and the main current farther out. That'd be a good place to put some baits. And then all in front of this is there's just very little current here at all. I'm sure there's some fish hanging down here. It's probably pretty shallow right in here, maybe right up next to the wing dam. It might be kind of deep, but that's probably where I'd fish. I'd be standing here and cast some baits out just off the tip of that wing dam. This is all muddy, really wet and muddy here right by the bank, which tells me that the water was up higher, which makes sense. We've had some heavy rain, but I don't think I'm going to be able to land any fish if I'm standing here, just because this is super sinky mud right here and a bunch of sticks out by the edge of the water. I need to find a better place if I'm going to fish here. Up higher is the fine sand, which also has its own problems. It just gets in everything. Just about as slippery as the mud. I'm glad I didn't try bringing the bike down here. That would have been a huge mistake. Okay, this is what I'm talking about here. Okay, this is better. There's some trash, and here's a sandy spot. This is perfect. I'm down a little bit from that wing dam that I just showed you, and I can see in the water here there's a sandbar out here about 20 feet out. There's a big long skinny sandbar, and there's a deep spot right off the shore here, and then a sandbar, and then it gets deeper past that. I can just see the lightness of the sandbar out there. And there's the next wing dam down there. So that's pretty nice too. From this spot right here, I could fish both the front side of that wing dam and the back side of that wing dam. I think I'm gonna try fishing here sometime. I don't need to clear any weeds or anything. I'm not gonna. It's pretty muddy still, but I think in a week or so when I come back here, it'll be dried out quite a bit. And this sand it's wet, but it's hard enough. I can walk out to the water's edge. I could net a fish here. It looks like there's a 5-gallon bucket in the water right out from this spot. It's got some kind of red cord attached to it or something. That's what it looks like to me. 5-gallon bucket. I can't tell for sure. Yeah, it's always something. But yeah, this is the wing dam down from where I am. If you look on the left side there, the shoreline there along the inside of that wing dam, that's really steep right there. Steep sand, not fishable. That's what the large amount of the Missouri River shoreline is like. Steep sand. You slip and fall, slide all the way down into the water. If you walk on that stuff, it just like caves off. Like it just caves off. It's just very unstable, super fine sand. That's probably 50-60 yards from where I'm standing right now, and I could cast down there and get. There's usually some kind of a scour hole right in front of a wing dam also, and fish will hang out in there. All different kinds of fish will hang out in there, just waiting for food to come downstream with the current, and they can gobble up whatever comes down. And these wing dams, they do stick out quite a bit from the shore where I'm standing here, which is nice, because usually if they're short little wing dams, they're only about that long, there'll just be some real fast moving like whirlpool here that's still pretty much unfishable, because it's just like the water's just circling so fast you can't even keep anything pinned down. But this is nice. This is pretty slack water here from here, I mean, all the way along this shoreline between these two dikes here, between these two dams. So I think this spot right here is gold. I think I got a new fishing spot right here. And as you can see, the river's huge. There are huge fish in here. This has big potential. And it's so quiet out here. There's nobody out here. I mean, Mr. Bushcraft or whoever that is over there, I might see him, but I doubt it. I've got this massive resource in my area here in this river. The problem is it's just access is so limited. There's just so few public land on the shorelines of the river, and the land that is available is just this rugged, hard to access stuff like what I've been driving through today. As you can see from the tip of the wing dam there, that the water out in the main river is really ripping through. Again, like it runs about 7 miles an hour or so. And but behind these wing dams, get a little out of the current, makes it fishable. This is a place where fish are going to hang out. This is where bait fish are going to hang out. This is where food is going to collect. I can't wait to put in some lines here. You can see up above this one, there's the next wing dam up above there. That's the one I was trying to get to. That's kind of near where that bushcraft camp is, but I just couldn't find a decent a path to get through. It was too thick. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to turn around back the way I came, and I'm going to head back downriver. And there's probably about 6 or 8 wing dams, and I'm just going to head back down and see how many of these wing dams I can find just some sort of access to get down and fish. But this one is a keeper for sure. Let me go down and let's go see what else I can find. Yeah, I started out the day at 20 miles, so I've done 5.7 miles so far, and the battery is not even made a dent, still showing as full. Yeah, this is definitely some backwoods fishing at its finest right here though. This is pretty sweet. This is getting a little bit ridiculous. Okay, made it to the river. Oh, I see a fish. I see fish here in this whirlpool. Look like buffalo or grass carp. Yeah, there's a bunch of fish hanging out in here. Steep drop off, just a cliff, about 7 foot tall cliff down to the water. It's not really fishable here. It's all cliff, all the way down here. Bring the camera down aligned with the cliff here and give you an idea what I'm talking about here. I mean, I'm sure the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's just all steep cliff straight down to the water. Unfortunately, this is not fishable spot. On to the next wing dam, see if I can find something good over there. Well, I was able to plow my way through here. There was no trail of any kind, but found a sandy spot. This will work. This is a fishing spot right here. I almost didn't come back here because it was really rough getting back here, but this is perfect. There's fish getting spooked as I'm pulling up here. I see fish getting spooked. Nice. It's really, really shallow right off here, which I don't like. It's only like a foot deep. I don't think that's gonna work. Let me look over here. This looks more like a place that would work. Got some depth here right off the bank. There's a big sandbar just off the bank. I don't know if you can see that light colored stripe in the water there. That's a sandbar. So it goes deep here and then up onto a sandbar ledge and then down again, maybe 15 yards out. But there's gonna be, I can fish, I can put baits all along that sandbar there. From here all the way out, I can easily cast out to the scour hole on that point of that wing dam. This is another spot I need to put a pin on the map. And it's about 11 o'clock. I've been at this for 3 hours, and I'm gonna go ahead and sit down in the shade of this little bush here for a few minutes and drink some water and enjoy the sights and sounds of silence. Yep, I think this is a fishing spot I could tolerate. Oh, I am not getting under that, and I don't know if I'm gonna get over it. That's pretty high. I don't think I can get under it over there. It's too thick. It's too thick on that side. I guess I could go around it here. Yep. Yep. This is a pretty rugged e-bike, but I think I'm taking it past its intended limits on this day for sure. Alright, this is getting a little silly. This is getting a little silly. I'm sure I could get back there if I wanted to, but this is too much. This is too much. I'm not gonna pursue this spot. Going back. I mean, I'm already out here with minimal gear. I just have a backpack and some water and my cameras and a couple of pruning tools. Traveling through this rough stuff with a cooler full of food or drink and fishing gear and bait and stuff. Just don't think it's going to happen at this particular spot. I had hoped that after I crossed this big log that it was going to be smooth sailing after that, but it was not. And also, it smells funny back here. Not sure what. It's got kind of a fruity death smell. That's the best I can use, best words I can use to describe it. It's sweet, but it's rank. Well, oh, there's a pheasant. Sorry, Mr. Pheasant or Mrs. Pheasant. I had hoped that there'd be some kind of a trail or an old road down here. Rivers this way. There's probably 3-4 more wing dams down here. I'm probably about a half mile from the river. I don't think it's going to happen here. This is an old river channel right here that runs from right to left here. It's a low spot in the plain here, and I was hoping to follow it down this way to where it joins up with the main channel is. I'll head this way and see what happens. I don't know. It looks pretty thick, and I don't know. I don't see any remnants of a trail or not even a deer trail. There's no trail here whatsoever. And it's getting worse. Yeah, that's pretty, I don't think I'm going to go any further, folks. I think that's going to be the end of the line. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. I ended up finding 2 pretty solid fishing spots. And so I'm definitely planning on coming back to those 2 spots. A lot of stuff that I looked at today wasn't any good, but 2 spots were pretty good. I wanted to thank Houchy e-bikes for giving me this bike and making it possible for me to come out here and do this today. If you're interested in one of these, the link will be in the description. If you want to see more of these scouting type videos where I'm out looking for spots, stuff like that, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll do this more often in the future. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.